Tuesday. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Allen. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Indy set to go on offense once more.
Doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Oliver, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the one here, the 12-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Second down, here's Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Allen. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, he's still down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And they'll begin by running the option. He's got a first down and more past the 30. finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The Bills ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The 48-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
First down, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He completes this one to Mack. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught on the right side at Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. Hurts fires it. This is picked up by the Bills. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen rolling to his right. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And they'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run with Mack. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run with Singletary. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They run here with Singletary, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Taylor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hurts steps away. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They run with Taylor. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one to Pittman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw now on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at
And that is
the Bears' 30-yard line.
incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Stepping up, he's able to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows? You might get on one of those magical runs.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Singletary. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage?
Close to a first down at the Colts 31. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left.
To the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He completes this one to Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They take him down. The Bills get to him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go right back to Singletary. And they're just short of the 45 at the 44. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a run with Singletary.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiple so that you keep everyone motivated.